Yo, how's it going? I know it's been a while. I know it's been a while. I know it's been a while. Don't worry. We've been looking for games to cast. But you know, shit's kinda. Shit's pretty dry. Let's just say that much, okay? So, I do apologize ahead of time. I would love to find more stuff to cast. Don't get me wrong. But if I don't find any, well, there's not much I can do about it. Reminder: if ever you want to get your games, your games or scrims or solo queue or whatever stream, just send me a message. Discord, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Wherever you find me, you know, just hit me up. The phone's active everywhere. Shit's pretty free, just saying. We're always looking for stream content over here at the Fallen Sanctum Incorporated. And while we have daily uploads right now till November, I do want to get more streams in because I want to connect with my league ambiance. By the way, tomorrow, Eternals preseason tournament tier list. Get ready for some funky monkeys. Me and Vince are running it back. Just saying. I even posted in the LOL QC Facebook group. And I made it juicy. So if you're in it, hey, go have a giggle. That shit's gonna be fun. But, moi après. Oh, my arms are getting smaller. I gotta go back to working out. My arms are so small, bro. I gotta train to be like Busio, man. That dude's got exploding volcano biceps. One day I'll have exploding volcano biceps. Honestly, that's my main goal. Other than losing like my stomach fat, I want exploding volcano biceps. I want to do this and the girls go, oh. Yep. I know it's childish, but hey, ever since I saw Blue Eyes Toon Dragon do it, I gotta do it too. No phone. I am occupado. How do I view? Sure. So what are you guys up to? Did you guys have a nice weekend? Oh shit, we already got 1 like. Hey yo! Shout out to the person who smashed that like button. You're a Giga Chad. The more likes we get, the closer we get to God status. Twitter is exploding after Whippo's recent comment about women. That's crazy. Enjoy. Won't be long, guys. We're turning the lobby on. Just waiting for the Blossomiers to make it to the lobby. You won't miss anything. Don't worry about it. Feel free to chat in the chat if you feel like chatting. I definitely won't stop you if you feel like being a good old chatterino. Alright. I think we're just missing one person. And now we can get Champ Select started. I've typed all that I needed to type, so you won't hear me typing. Unless something actually comes up. So, welcome to everyone who's watching the stream. Remember to smash that like button if you're one of the players, if you got time. If not, smash that subscribe button if you enjoy the content. Oh, we might have Soft Fearless. Okay. That means we're gonna see double Unara games? I mean, I don't... Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. And rage bits. Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Okay. Vince 80 carry pug. Alright. So we have 5-7 on blue with the Edge Blossom on red here for game number 1. We're starting champ select very, very shortly. Alright, so it looks like we're still on 25-17 for now. New patch applies tomorrow. So Rory top, Vince jungle, Staffa. Okay. Wait. Captain DD 80 carry? Alright, here we go. Let's see. Yunara, Azir, Pantheon, Vi, Aurora, Rumble, Gwen. Aurora, really powerful mid laner right now. You don't. Oh, ooh, okay, we're taking away Mundo's push from the Johnster. Now, we had seen the Johnster start playing a little bit more tankadanks, but it looks like his Mundo was still too powerful. Is Viger going to be taken away from Ebola? Okay, that's interesting. Ebola, sorry, Staff and Noah, new name. Take some time to get used to new names. I do apologize if I say Ebola, I meant Staff and Noah. And if I say Mr. Burner, I mean Roxanne Boudreaux, or Bruno. We'll say, we're going to call him Roxy. There you go. That'll be easier to say. Having to say both names, it's going to be a little bit crazy. Zavi Fizz's Super One Trick Fresh going to be taken away. He still has the Braum, which we saw him pilot to some pretty good degrees when he was playing with Baba last season. But that changed. Baba no longer on the roster. We got the Wukong ban here against Roxy. course, one of his most played, and honestly, the champion's just broken. Especially if you pair it with the likes of Annie, Azir, and stuff like that. Just easy CC is just really strong with Wukong. So Jinx gonna be taken off the table. Interesting that the Yunara not ban focused. Maybe we're gonna try to take her game one. Okay, the Sivir ban, the Wukong ban might be hinting that Blossom might want to be playing Yunara in game one. Let's see if High 7 can read this. And okay, it's gonna be the Aurora here for Stefanoa. Aurora, formerly a good pick into Yunara, so maybe Blossom's gonna be pushed away from trying to pick up this phenomenally strong laning and mid-game teamfight AD carry. The only downside to Yunara is, like Samira, she kind of hates heavy CC because it like interrupts the flow, but she does so much damage that if you like don't CC her and kill her while she's CC'd, you know, she kind of just goes to town. Okay, the Hui as an answer to the Aurora pick, so at least we got good wave clears secured here for Blossom. It depends on the build really, but I'm going to assume anything if there's okay, the Yunara locked in for Blossom. Good pairing with the Hui. That speed up from the river's flow is definitely gonna make High 7's team fighting a little bit more hard if they don't draft some hard CC, because saw the Wukong get taken off the table. I mean, Pantheon, great champion into Yunara. Let's see here if Roxy is gonna lock that one in. Also good synergy with Aurora, a very disgustingly strong kill in, but it's gonna be the Corki. Corki locked in here for the bot lane. Well, honestly, one of the only good picks against Yunara, to be fair, just because Corki does so much. Oh, I do not like that. Not a big fan of Senna support. I don't know if there are patches or changes, but the Trundle to go against, I mean, to be fair, Corki and Aurora are not really affected, but Senna very low mobility, so could be hard for Senna to position in team fights. But so far, High 7 do not have any engaged. Pantheon going to be taken off the table, and next up, I believe Xin Zhao is the last thing that is super annoying jungle wise. Maybe Vi against Yunara. And I mean, to be fair, Xin Zhao doesn't like fighting. Okay, yeah, okay, Jarvan makes a lot of sense. Or taking away the enchanter supports that make Yunara super strong. So maybe we're going to look for some counter engage. Not many melee champions love playing into Corki Senna though. I have to be honest. Maybe Rakan at most, but or because we have a Trundle, maybe we're going to look for something like a Leona. The Bard could also be a fantastic pick here. I don't know if Xavi plays the Bard, but okay, we're just going to go Yunara Nautilus. Just a super powerful lane. One hook lands when Yunara has Q active. She can do about 50+% of someone's health bar. She really does spit damage out of nowhere. And when she crits, some of her crits do magic. Her crits do additional magic damage. So hard to build against in terms of tanks. But we haven't really seen much of a like hybrid style build. Okay, so that's the Aurora top lane, unless this is like Senna jungle. But okay, no, it's Lilia jungle, Yon top, so it's blind pick Yon. I mean, I would probably prefer to see Aurora into the top lane. She's better matchup spreads. Wait a second, that's a top lane Trundle? Okay, well, you guys wanted content. We've got double mid laners from High 7, and we got double junglers from Blossom. So, hell yeah. That's looking clean. We'll know where everyone goes in champ select, I guess. But we'll figure it out. I like the content. Okay, so it's Yon mid Aurora top. Okay, so I was right. So Captain DD is on support duty. Okay. Oh god. Hopefully it won't appear. So, if a slur happens to enter my DMs accidentally and I flash it on stream, my friend's stupid. Don't mind him. So don't take it to heart if you see something sus written on my screen. I won't type it. I'll try to not show it. But just yeah, I apologize if it comes up. I'm sorry. My friend's still rather young. Compared to me, at least, I'm a fucking fossil. Holy shit. Hopefully, it doesn't cause any issues. All right. Here we go. Let's get into the game. I'm not sure where everyone is going on the side of Blossom, but I guess we'll find out after. Okay, so it's Kindred jungle, Trundle top, play mid. Okay. And Frixis is 80 carry. Okay. I guess those are the changes they made. They changed Poo Poo and Baba, and they kept the rest of the core. Alright, let's turn the sound on. Alright, so give me a second. Let me move you here, this. There we go, alright. Is everything looking good? Yep, okay, everything looks fine. Good luck, have fun. Looks like we got centered, we got a bot invade here on blue side from the side of high 7. Oh my god. At least there's no Lulu. At least there's no goddamn Lulu. Holy. Holy, that'd be tilting. Lulu and Melio, honestly, Lulu, Melio, Lux, the three probably most annoying champs to deal with in terms of replays and stuff. Give me a second. Alright, so Trundle into Aurora, I think it'll be a little bit of a rough matchup. So we should see Rory have a little bit of an advantage here in the early game. And well, Didi and Bizun should have the range tempo, but they gotta be careful because there's just a lot of damage if Phrixus is able to turn on that heal. Look at the fire rate that he's able to bring back. Takes DD already down to 30%. He's low himself. A downside of this Yunara lane is that there's not much sustain. So once you get low enough, once those cookies are burnt, shit gets dangerous. Okay, and Batan here gonna invade Roxy. Successful invade. And now Stefanoa is gonna try. Stefanoa is gonna do about 150 damage to Batan in retaliation. But hey, I mean, that is a jungle camp that Roxy has lost access to. So it's gonna delay the Lilia Faded Ashes. And Thrones is doing a good amount of damage here in the mid lane to Stefanoa, who came back from trying to fight. And this lane doesn't get fun for Yon until he gets sustain. And of course, if ever the... Ooh. Okay, wow. Johnny almost getting solo killed there. Has to be a little bit careful. But Trundle really, really good at sustaining with the King's Tribute. Every time something dies, he heals an insane amount. Probably has the overheal perk. So when he's low. But that is Johnny taking a very early back. And now Stefanoa is going to try to trade. Gets frozen in fear. And Rory's going to have the recall interrupted by Johnny. And Rory's going to see what he can push. Because remember, Thrones takes a turret shot trying to cancel the Yon recall. But Stefanoa not having the best back. And Thrones still doing okay for now. Ooh, we get a nice root from the Eye of the Watcher. And now there's a fight in the mid lane. Stefanoa here forced to flash. Rory Mercury might be going down. But he's able to survive. Now Thrones looking to push the wave in. And Staffa very low. Just came back with the TP. And forced to lose about 80%. Captain DD gets caught by a long-range Nautilus hook. Taking a 50%. The heal was exchanged for no summoners on the side of Blossom. And this Yunara really showing why she does good amounts of damage. But the barrier going to be forced out. The flash here from DD. And now a lot of things hurt. Now Thrones trying to get away from Lilia because, you know, not everyone likes that dear Ussi. And Thrones might just be dead. But a nice flash to get away. And Thrones is going to be able to live here. But 10 now looking at Rory Mercury. But that's a lot of damage. And unfortunately, without the Wolf passive, things are a little bit hard. Roxanne takes a turret shot here. And they really... Oh, wow. Okay, but that is going to be a... Ooh, that's going to be a 1-for-0. First blood over to Roxy. Gets the execute, so doesn't get punished on the crackback. And Thrones here gets denied. So a little bit of a farm advantage here for Batan, but that kill gold makes up the entirety of the difference in the Money Money No Me, even giving Roxy a little bit of a lead. Unfortunately, Johnny able to... get some good pushing out of the way. The Between Worlds gonna be kicked in, and Oh, the subjugate here onto Trundle. Rory's getting drained very low. And now Stefanoa gets hit by a Hui Wombo combo. And once Yon hits level 6, it's when things get a little bit dangerous. Okay, but Stefanoa is missing almost everything, crucially. Does have to dodge the Thunderbolt. If it doesn't dodge the Thunderbolt, oh, that Dredge line, bro. That Dredge line looked hungry. And that's another Arcane Comet to the face. And it's going to be a ward cleared out in the bush. And Stefanoa now down to about 200 HP. Has the ultimate if he wants to try. But I don't think he's going to be able to make a play here. We're pinging Aurora's ultimate in 80 seconds. With Kindred making our way down into the river to get that dragon started, actually. And we're going to have Xavi and Phrixus rotate. Roxy gonna not spot them out, but we're going for Thrones again. Okay, no second turret shot. So that is going to be Dragon going over to the side of Blossom. And Thrones is going to go back to the Shadow Realm once again. They've decided that this way doesn't need to play this game. Okay, Rory here just in an auto attack duel against the Trundle. And yeah, we might be in trouble. And that is three kills here for this Lilia in the early game. Roxy hella accelerated. Xavi gonna miss the dredge line. Phrixus not gonna commit the Shapapu Senpakin, or whatever the hell that move is. Okay, Stefanoa trying, but on recall is gonna be slammed up. And now Xavi Fizz getting taken really low. And you have the Exaltedness Transcendence from Phrixus. And it's gonna be enough. He takes a kill. And now Bizun has no mana. Mustafa is gonna do what he can. Gonna eat the... is gonna eat the Hui ultimate once again. But now it's a 2-0 fight here for the Grubs, and they can't die. But Batan here might get punished. And that's Mercury, gets the reset on the jump, is able to get out, and now Thrones might be in danger, gets tagged up by Captain Didi and the stun, and that's a double kill here for Rory Mercury. And now Roxy might be in a bit of trouble, but then Lucy is able to get out of the way, but the pillar plays so well. Triple kill for Rory Mercury. Trundle manages to get a juicy 500 gold shutdown in exchange, but now Rory popping off in that team fight, building up a 700 gold lead. Here we got Merc Treads and a lot of swords here from the side of Trundle. But yeah, this Corgi not having a lot of fun this game. Okay, Mercury here might be in a bit of trouble. There's no subjugate, there's no flash, but one auto attack, and Johnny's gonna be... it's going to be walking away. Stefanoa is going to take a turret shot in exchange here for his little trade here onto Thrones. But this looks like Black Cleaver. Oh, okay. We don't have the Between Worlds, but I mean Rory is just much stronger right now. We're looking to take a trade here, but Dredgeline won't connect. The Shoryuken not gonna land either. And Johnny just gonna look to heal up. Gonna throw the Pillar of Ice down to try and get some Gucci-ness. And now Batan might be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Thrones tries to disengage for safety, and it looks like it's gonna be enough. The skill shot's not landing. The Yon ult not enough to commit, and now Xavi Fizz turning on the Captain Didi. Transcendence is available here for Yunara, but Xavi's getting taken really low. Thrones forced to flash over the wall, and now here Stefanoa tries to get on. We've got the Wolves the Wolf's Bite here, but is it gonna be enough? Stefan Noah using the E to get through, and it's gonna be enough with the center Q to get back, and Nautilus is also gonna be going down. Now Phrixus has to jump on the wall. Is it Transcendence? Gonna have to dodge the Lilia Q, the Dreaming Lullaby, the Lilting, no. The hell is Lilia's Q called? It's called the Bloomin' Blows with her flash. That could have been dangerous. A Sleepy Time was available for Lilia, but that's another team fight win here by High 7. And the gold is only getting worse. Yunara getting fed. The Corki hasn't really touched any spoils. Just got a third plate, so it's got a little bit of that funky monkey juice. But I don't know if it's gonna be enough to get to where he's got to get. Double Leandri's already picked up here from High 7. No Blade of the Rune King for Noah. And we're going the traditional 80 Corki build. Not the biggest fan of it, I'll be honest. Stefan Noah is taking just a shit ton of damage trying to take down Thrones. Thrones still nowhere near his first item. Well, actually, he's getting closer to it. So we're going Black Cleaver first. The Dredge Line here going to miss out. The Shoryuken also not going to land. And Captain DG just taking winning trades against Phrixus. And yeah, Lilia with burn plus good stuff. And Stefan Noah here going to get solo killed here. The Sleepy Time against Nautilus. But is it going to be enough? We throw a rocket here. And the Lamb's Respite, sorry, not the Lamb's, what, I don't know, the Wolf Circle. Going to be enough to scare away Roxy. But really nice kill. Was that not a shutdown because they're behind, but that was good to put some money on the Corki. Okay, now Bizun in a bit of trouble, but that's a lot of damage. Isn't it? The Lamb's Respite is available, but Batan taking to like 30%, and now Johnny driven back into a corner. Okay, the Sakaku Simpapu gonna land here on the Bizun, and now we're trying to start the Dragon, but we have the Transcendence on Yunara, and there's no CCs available left. Yon is making a transition into the bot river, and it looks like Batan is just calling the play off. And are we gonna see a combo? As we need one more combo from Rory before he can commit. Doesn't commit the subjugate from Johnny. And now Phrixus might be in a little bit of trouble here. No Sleepy Time available, but is it going to be enough? We got Relentless Fortitude going out, but it's not going to be enough. A 4-man gangbang onto the bot laner of the Edge Blossom. 3 plates already down in the top lane, Dota. 0 taken. So this Aurora is massive, and that's going to be first turret going over. That's the feats of strengths here already given to the side of Blossom. So Batan here going to be stealing away some camps, and now we've got the Between Worlds. Nice Ice Pillar to stop the momentum. Could have been another solo kill, but Rory Mercury now maybe in a bit of trouble. Wolf Lamb, and now we got the target acquisition. She's marked, and it's time for the Kitty Parade. The shield's gonna come in, and it's not gonna be enough. Batan able to take the kill here, and now that was a juicy kill. No shutdown, but hey, now Roxy in a bit of trouble. Gets forced to prance out of the way. The Fear not gonna land its mark. Xavi Fizz losing about 70% of his HP, but Trundle just doing the push. He's a push gamer. And now Phrixus does a good job juking. Okay, Batan here in a bit of trouble. The subjugate, sorry, Roxy in a bit of trouble, but the subjugate Sleepy Time gonna be enough. And now we're gonna send Johnny to the Shadow Realm. And that's Roxy picking up a kill. And now Rory Mercury looking to assassinate BioDaddy here. Oh. Okay, the Locket gonna be clutch, but can Batan make it out? Dodges the Pocket Rocket. Here, jumps over the wall. And, unfortunately, Batan is gonna get rooted up. And Bizun is just gonna go yoinky sploinky as he shoots her down. There's one item across the board for both teams, as Stefan Noah still hasn't finished his Bork. Should have enough for it though. And that is going to be Herald over to high 7 here in this game number 1. We've almost got double burn here for the Hui. And that's really the only fat, juicy lead that we have in this game. I mean, to be fair, Captain Didi has a 1,500 gold lead in the support role, but I mean, support gold leads don't really matter much. Zavi has the Solstice Slay and the Locket, so he's almost full build. Once he finishes his like plated steel cap, so basically be as full build as he can get. Maybe he gets one more item if the game goes long. But Stefanoa now in a bit of trouble here. Johnny gonna push him away, and that's gonna be Roxy able to take that red buff, get the secondary red buff over to Captain Didi because they realize that Bizun not having the best game, so they're gonna let the Senna turn into a monster already. Just honestly, Bloodsong, Black Cleaver, pretty nasty combo to have to deal with. The Armor Pen to shred the slows and stuff, and now Stefanoa getting engaged on, uses the Fate, the Soul Unbound, trying to get out, and now we've got Bizun getting rooted and fucked up. And unfortunately, is not going to be able to be saved. Also, Stefanoa losing that duel in the top lane, even invested his flash. So, Johnny just kind of happy here. Gonna be taking a recall. Has the Ravenous Hydra. So, I wonder if we're going to go Hullbreaker next. No, it looks like we're going... Oh, maybe we're going Hullbreaker. We'll have to see here. Almost have Riftmaker here on Lilia. IE almost finished on Yunara. And yeah, the board finally finished for Stefanoa, so he should be a little bit more of a champion by now. Jesus Christ, my throat. It's drier than Cesaro. We're summoning out the Rift Herald, and has Roxy earned their driver's permit? Let's see. We go in. She shoots. She strikes. And the trench line connects onto Bizun, but now Savvy Fist puts himself in a compromising position, and he's taking so much damage. So that's a turret plus 70+% of your support's life. And, okay, well, that's going to be about, like, almost 90% of their life. The Titan's Death has to be used here. And now the Simpapu Sukakin gonna be enough, and now Frixis in a bit of danger. The Sleepy Time gonna be used here, and now we get the flash over the wall, and is Frixis gonna be able to live? The Hui Wombo combo gonna be enough, and that's DH taking a victory. But Stefanoa, Bizun, and Captain Didi are looking to make a difference here, but though Frixis has no HP, Stefanoa able to get over the wall. Okay. The Senna ultimate is used for damage. And, ooh, okay, Bizun taken very low. Red team secures the buff. Fate sealed onto Batan, and now Stefanoa gets a kill. Captain Didi able to take down the Kindred, and now Zavi Fizz getting rooted up, and that's just a double kill here for the Yone. And Johnny is doing what he can to push, but sometimes you don't got that push mentality. Okay, well, I trade 1 for 1 and get about 30% of the turret's HP, but they're gonna lose an inner turret for it more than likely. But that is if Frones doesn't have something to say about it. Unfortunately, Frones still not able to finish his second item. A little bit behind the curve in terms of money. Now Stefanoa is going to take a fat chunk, but he's going to make Thrones pretty low. However, there's no wave left to push for this turret. And now the horny Atacon has spawned. So ladies and gentlemen, we've seen more than enough pro play games being thrown at this juicy, voluptuous objective. Is it gonna be the same today? 2 item mark now hit for Senna, the first champion to hit 2 items in this game. That's honestly, that's a little bit illegal, but I think it's because some other roles haven't taken recalls yet, because normally that should have been to the honor of Roxy. But Roxy now just about to finish the Riftmaker. Unleashed Teleport is available here. by Rory, but Johnny's level 14 with a red buff, and he's getting scary. Okay, and yeah, there's no anti-heal, so Johnny's just gonna go whack, 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 whack-a-mole, and he's full health. Yeah, and even though Johnny goes to half, if Aurora can't kill him on this wave, well, he'll do that every wave. He'll just heal back to full. That's the thing. You kind of need anti-heal to kill the Trundle, but anti-heal isn't necessarily very useful at killing the Trundle. Okay, Throne's going to be found out by Roxy and Didi here. The Fear combo connects, and now we get the Yone ultimate. Fate Sealed going to be enough to take down Thrones, and now Phrixus goes Transcendence, and Captain Didi just gonna murder, just gonna plunder his booty hole, and it's gonna be enough. Adagon started. Roxy's very low, and Batan sees an opportunity to go for a steal. That's gonna be a knockup, and Batan here might be forced to use the Lamb's Respite early. The objective is still super early, and the Otacon does an insane amount of damage. So maybe there's a difference maker here. And no, it's gonna be a double kill here for Steph and Noah. Gotta be careful though. Otacon does so much damage, but that's not gonna be a hindering factor here. And this voluptuous evildoer is not gonna be taken down. And a teleport here channeled by Steph and Noah, but I mean, yeah, it's Trundle versus a turret. When you have Demolish, you go whack, 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 a mole, whack, 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 a mole, and it's gonna be enough. And now with this, I mean, Johnny's built himself up almost a 1500 gold lead, and it's clear that Aurora does not have enough damage to take care of this Trundle. I don't think he was drafted to play into a Trundle, so now Savanoa gonna try his hand. He has 2 items, but I mean, yeah, Johnny not really bothered by the Yone. Gonna be able to take a recall. Should have his next item here, but 10. Just looking to get some of her camps in, but we are heavily invading the jungle. Alright, we've got the Merman transformation here. Bazoon at a good power spike right now. 2 items across the board here for the side of high 7. So much cleaner power spike for fights. And we get the ultimate here on the Johnny Boy. And I guess taking to about 50%. And now Batan here stuck once again. Captain Didi with the sniper scope. Call it an assassination attempt, as now Thrones is the one getting melted. We're trying to fight, and now Johnny gets caught by Captain Didi. This is Papu gonna be enough to slow down Captain Didi, but not enough to save Johnny's life. And now Senna just rock and rolling with all them stacks. And that is probably gonna be, ooh, that's probably gonna be the mid lane. Okay, the flash here forced by Phrixus. And the Transcendence also forced out. So that's a huge cooldown down. And it's a Cloud Soul this game. And we're going to tie up the Drakes 2-2. Batan, still no second item. Unfortunately, the Kindred, while it had some great early game plays, the Lilia getting Turbo Spoon really meant that there wasn't much that Batan could do to keep a lead. Now got the upgraded Mercs against this way, who is at 2.5 items, but the Yone has caught back up. Built is still down in CS, but is up in the funny monies. So Mantiel finally picked up here by Rory to try and deal with this Trundle. We've got the Bork. We've got almost a Triforce. This Trundle, he looks at a turret sideways, it's going to explode. And I don't think there's the push plan from DH. I just don't know. I don't know how much Oh, the flash booty slap. Gonna be enough. And now Batan taking the 200. And now, Stefano, unfortunately, gonna get shut down here. The sleepy time, though, going down onto thrones. And even though Bizun is taking a lot of damage, it's just not enough. So Johnny is, I mean, Jesus. That's gonna be an inner turret taken by the Johnster. So 2 more turrets taken by Johnny to help to give a turret lead over to Blossom. Collector finished by Batan. We now have 3 items on the Yunara. That 1,000 gold shutdown was really juicy that she was able to pick up. And that should be Triforce and more. But the problem with split pushing like a 4-1 comp is if the 4 can't hold, unless Trundle can just end the game out of nowhere, it doesn't really matter. That's like the big problem. And now Captain Didi's got a red buff. He's a Senna, and now Batan here forced the flash away, and the bowling ball of doom. Is it gonna be enough? We try to get in, and now Zavi Fizz gonna look at Stefanoa, but Zavi Fizz gonna be forced to flash over the wall here. And we got the bowling ball of doom thrown into the turret, gonna splash onto Zavi, not gonna do enough. But you can already see the Senna is just disgustingly fed. Probably gonna go Edge of Night, or honestly, I'd go Umbral Glaive just to make sure they never have any vision back into this game. You're just one-shotting. You're one-shotting wars like bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. And that should be Baron priority here for high 7. We got Bizun, Didi, and Roxanne. And yeah, that's enough. That's just massive damage. Stefanoa here also going to be taking the scuttle. So they know that Yon is not around. Okay. Herald's on 6k. Sorry, Baron's on 6k. And now Zavi going to be taken to the Shadow Realm. Frixis here. Going to be forced to die. The barrier plus the transcendence not gonna be enough, and now Rory looking for thrones, and we get the wombo combo, but is it gonna be enough? The explosion tags, but the burn's not enough. The triumph plus the Lilia Q. Your Stefanoa's got to teleport to stop the Johnster from taking an objective, but is it gonna be enough? Ooh. Oh, and Rory Mercury with the burn plus the anti-heal. It's going to be enough. And now Captain Didi just looking to chase Batan out of the pit. And that's Bizun. He's going to land. He's going to land a big one smack dab in Batan's face. And she's going to go down. She's going to go all the way to Pound Town. And that's just a clean Baron. 8,000 gold lead here for the side of high 7. Cosmic Drive finished up. Senna picked up an Umbral Glaive. So basically, if Senna picks up the support item, the pink ward item, I think the Watchful and the Vigilant Wardstone, should be full build. At like 30 minutes in the game, this Senna support has been fantastic, and now Frixis gets caught out again, and Stefanoa plus Roxanne Wolf gonna be enough. It's sleepy time. Time to send Zavi Fizz to horny jail. And that's just gonna be it. Boom goes the dynamite. Headshot, 4th shot. You got no head slot. And that's just gonna be enough. And wow, that range here from the Senna forcing the Lamb's Respite. And now the root's gonna be enough. And now you got the Senna ultimate. And that's just gonna be enough to take the kill. And Captain Didi has so much range, it's insane. And now he's just poking the bear. He's laughing at people. And Captain Didi's like, I am the king on this champion. You can't touch this. My time is now. We got the Between Worlds here going in. And now we're trying to assassinate the Johnster. But it's not going to be enough to subjugate. It's going to be sucking Rory Mercury dry here. Able to give him enough HP to live. This is Baku to clear the wave here from the side of Frixis. But that is going to be another inhib turret, another inhib going down at 30 minutes. And now we got the Fate Sealed. We're trying to get some damage in. Get the call back here from the Yon. No summoners burnt. But that is Cloud Soul point here on the table, ladies and gentlemen. Truly a fantastic display of talent We're just taking all the jungle camps that we can. And it's hilarious to see the support be higher level than their AD carry. But Captain DD really has been no holds barring this game. And yeah, that's going to be more stacks. Let's check. How many stacks does the center have? 170. Wow, that's absurd. That is just absurd. Almost level 16 here on the Senna. The Phrixus is level 14. Alright, now we got Baron. We got double inhibs taken. So now we're gonna siege up top. We're looking to get that power hour in. Okay, Zavi Fizz here, forced to flash over the wall. Wow, that's a lot of damage. The tank gonna have to dodge out of the bowling ball. Here, we're gonna use Phrixus to clear the ward. And that's the top inner going down. Will they be able to clear the wave, or will they just lose another turret? Okay, we get the Yone ultimate here, but it's just a distraction. But they're not gonna be able to get the turret here now. Roxy though in a bit of trouble though, the Transcendence. And, ooh, Phrixus doesn't have enough damage to close the gap. The movement speed on Lilia is a little bit too insane. Here we go, probably gearing up for one last team fight as that top inhib gets ready. And now Johnny in a bit of trouble. And that's a shutdown though. We get Yone thanks to Throne and Zavi, but Johnny gets taken down. And now yeah, Captain DD's got the range and the damage to get stuff done. But we got to be a little bit careful. Yunara is here. That's some good fear. Is the anti-heal onto Roxy. And that's going to be a nice 1,000 gold bounty onto Phrixus. Who's about to get 100% crit, and this Yunara does so much damage, but a nice fire back here by Captain DD. But unfortunately, Senna ult is just Senna ult. It's not the end all be all. That's Val finished for Zavi Fizz, so that should be more a reminder by Phrixus. Alright, we've got the Hull Breaker here on the Junai Boy. Storm Surge finish for Aurora. We're going with Sen on the Yone. And the IE on Corki. Oh. Hello? I'll jump back 15 seconds real quick. See if it unfreezes. Give me a second, let me just check. No, they're still in game. Okay, let me just get out and get back in. Sorry about that. Hopefully we haven't lost too much. We're getting back into it very quickly. Okay. We just lost poor Johnny. And now we're at Baron. Some reason the Baron doesn't have any health bars. But that's going to be the second Baron going over to high 7. And now we're taking a team fight. A nice Dawning Shadow. Sleepy Time. Gonna commit. Not gonna be committed because it's on cooldown. And Avatan has to try and get out. up there. But, oh, Yunara going to town. Okay, double kill here for Phrixus. He's trying to close the gap. And that's a quad. Is that going to be a quadra? But here Rory's just trying to end the game. Johnny's here, though, and is able to clear the wave. And, yeah, this Yunara is really just going to town. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so we're nearing, we're at the full build potential here for this Yunara. We're going to 6 dragons very shortly, and yep. Senna is full build, has 4 completed items plus the upgraded boots. Yunara is also full build. Trundle's getting close to getting it. I think we're going... I mean, with the amount of magic damage, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Canic Rookern. Because... yeah. There's a spectator bug for the turrets, so don't worry. All the turrets are basically down. Besides top outer... sorry, top inhib. And the next is turrets, but Batanj is going to be taken down by Captain Didi. And Sleepy time onto the front line. Johnny just goes down, and now it's Phrixus against the world. And he's going to be able to take 1 kill down, but that's all he's going to be able to do. And Bizun is just going to go in like the Mad Lad, the Red Baron himself. And that's the inhib. That should be the game. That's 40-second death timers. They've got a wave. They've got 2 grub buff. And yeah, that's gonna be game 1. Sorry, we had to exit out of the replay and come back in, but the spectator kind of, you know, just kind of went to the Dookie heavens, and that's gonna be High 7 taking game 1 in this 3-game scrim block. Alrighty. Let's switch back to the super camp. While we wait, get some lights on real quick. I'll get a glass of water. I'll be right back in a sec. Let's get the music back up and running real quick. Alright, let's say we got High 7 on blue, High 7 on red here for game 2, Blossom on blue. Oof. So I don't remember to do my stretchy know me. Alright, we are ready here for the draft. So let's see. Remember, it is fearless, hard fearless, not Canal fearless. So no Yunara, no Corki, no Aurora, no Trundle, no Kindred, no Lilia, no Hui, no Yon, no Nautilus, no Senna. So the Senna support pick, actually not a bad idea because it denies the Senna 80 carry game. If anything, I'll leave Smolder and Zeri as the 2 super scalers. I mean, there's always Jinx. Huh? Was that a misban? We'll find out in just a second if it was a misban. Wukong, first ban on blue side. Here for Blossom. It's just timed out. Software issues. The Viger also going to be taken away here from Sapanoa. Interesting. that we are putting such a priority onto a Viger ban. The ban's going to stay consistent for now. Let's see if anything does change. Skarner has been left open so far this series. Not been prioritized here by Blossom. I wonder if Batan doesn't want to play it anymore. Not that it's very good right now. It's just, you know, Batan's kind of known for being the Skarner person. So okay, Syndra this time gonna be banned instead of what? I forget, but the Jinx ban gonna be instead of the Sivir, so that way Blossom can take the Sivir here. As Sivir's risen in popularity, you just go to wave clear, good damage, a crit carry, has spell shield, and while like low mobility, she speeds up your entire team. She's a Shirelia's on crack, essentially. And also, fantastic wave clear. Because the thing is, sometimes against baroned up waves, you know, like, mages are kind of useless. But here we got the Xin Zhao here for Roxy. We'll see here if Batan has a good early game against Roxy again. Whereas to they get the invade off and stuff. But we'll have to see. I'm just going to close that. The Rakan picked up here for Captain Didi. So we've got fantastic engage here from the side of Blossom so far. So from the side of High 7. Let's see what Blossom answer in tow. They should be picking jungle support here. As to you know, be able to give themselves one counter pick in R2. In the second round of picks. So the Ivern here for Batan. We've seen this from Fnatic. The Ivern Sivir combo is a little bit nasty. And the Ornn. Okay, so good front line, good engage, and good peel here from the side of Blossom. We'll see if it's enough this game, though. As Frixis, while he had Bazun's number most of the game, I mean, the rest of the lanes just didn't look that fantastic. And to be fair, Thrones was ahead of Stefanoa for most of the game, but then, you know, once Yon got that online factor, he just started getting kills after kills after kills after kills, and it's gonna be Rory picking up the Cassante here. Not a matchup that we ever see often, because normally neither of these champions are available at the same time in matchups where we kind of need them. So We've got a way to isolate the Sivir from the team, but is it going to be enough? Because we don't really have much damage here on the side of High 7, and neither do we on the side of Blossom. So it's like, right now it's Sivir versus the world. Because Ivern, I mean, Daisy does a little bit of damage, but she doesn't do, like, unless you go like full AP Ivern, doesn't really do, is that another misban? No ban. Okay. Catch me outside, how about that? Alright, the Yasuo are going to be taken away here from Stavanoa. Played Yon. Safe to assume he plays Yasuo. And I think we've seen him play Yasuo. Okay, so the Melio is going to be available here. But, I mean, if we do pick the Melio support here, then we'll be using Sivir and Ivern to run at people with, like, the Root Collar and the On the Hunt. So, Orianna going to be the next ban here against Stefanoa, so we'll have to see what he's got in mind. I think here, for if you're high 7, you just pick your 80 carry. And you give counter pick to Stefanoa. Unless Staffa really needs to get a pick in. But I think here we should just pick Bazun's 80 carry. That's going to be Misfortune. Misfortune just traditionally good into Sivir. Makes a lot of sense. But if we draft mobile carries here from the side of Blossom, you know, Misfortune's not going to have much fun. Especially if there are people with assassination potentials. So, we'll have to see if it's enough. Because right now there's no magic damage from the side of high 7. Outside of like... Okay. I like the Braum. I like the Braum. But we are doubling down on a 1-threat comp. So whoever Throne's pick has to be a decent damage dealer. It can't be like a control mage that builds like Roa and stuff. I mean, you can blind pick the Victor here or like the Azir, but you know Staff and Noah. Okay, so all right. I mean, if high 7 wins, defeat. Oh, okay. It's Staff and Noah playing Scion mid. Okay, if high 7 win defeats, bro, we are likely to see 5 armor advances. I mean, to be fair, same thing from the side of Blossom. Alright, we've got the ready check from we've got the ready check here from Blossom. Now we're getting ready to get into the game. Reminder, we've got the Eternals tier list tomorrow with Vince. If you're excited about that, it will be probably at like 7 p.m. 7 or 8 p.m., whichever. Don't worry, we'll have the champion order stuff fixed by the time we get in game. So don't you worry about that. Alright, we are about to get back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully you are excited for this game too. It looks like it's going to be action-packed. Let's mute that music, get the draft free link here up and ready for when we're ready to go. I'm gonna do this, switch to the full cam. Here we go. All right. Ooh, Empyrean Cassante, Broken Covenant Rakan, Mythmaker Sivir, ooh, Sugar Rush Braum. No Choo Choo Orn, which is very unfortunate.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has reconnected.
Okay, so we've got ourselves 3 grasps out of our 4 solo laners. We got First Strike here on Misfortunes. That means the damage isn't going to scale that well. We're just looking to get some fat stacks early. Roxanne in a bit of danger. The Root Caller here going to miss. Oh, wait. Oh, it's Throne's mid on Sivir. Okay. I'm not too sure what that's gonna do, but I guess power to you to have the wave clear, and the okay. I mean, that's like a cool idea to have the Tristan, like the Sivir was a flex pick, because it can be played mid against AD picks as that has good wave clear, and so Captain DD still has not bought any items. We got the little freeze after the unpause, but here what we're expecting, at least from Rory, Staffa, and Johnny, is honestly just try to farm as many grass attacks as they can. And for Staffa Noah specifically, last hitting going to be super important because every time you kill a minion or Scion, well, an enemy, whether it's a minion, a champion, a monster, you get HP. Cassante all out is actually going to be super helpful this game, given that he'll have access to true damage, so it doesn't really matter how much armor Ornn builds. Throne's going to miss... Throne's going to miss about half the wave, but so is Staff and Noah. And it's going to be taken pretty low, so the level 1 on Scion, if you start Q, isn't fantastic. If you start W, it's a little bit easier to farm. And here we got Frixis jumping in, trying to cut them off of experience, but not going to be able to cut them off enough experience for it to matter. Yeah, Johnny is going to be pushing a big wave in, looking to get just a Demolish proc. Get half a turret plate. Oh, now the Q3 Natofo into Grass Booty Slap. Gonna be enough, and that's another Grass proc. And Johnny getting taken low early on. Cassante, and... ooh, a nice minion jump. Ooh, okay. The flash for flash, but the Natofo strike is enough to commit, unfortunately. The unstoppable, not gonna be enough. Frix is gonna get slapped up by a double up. Batan, the first to clear her camps. I'm gonna make it into the bush first. Now, Stava not having much of a fun lane here. But Batan is going to be spotted on a ward. Spell Shield gonna nullify the Decimating Smash, get a Grass proc in here. But Staffa is doing the struggle bus. Ooh, nice pixel perfect dodge here. And now Staffa gets taken super low. Rory has the Q3 for the Tofo, but not enough mana to do the combo to come back. So, gonna have to look to take a recall here. At least that first kill really put a dent in the money making here for Ornn. And so even if you're behind 10 CS, because you got a kill, it's like 15 CS. Staffa's going to be able to get a good recall. Probably going to get like a Sheen to be able to push the pressure. And early farm advantage here in the bot lane. And now Staffa and Thrones are both level 5, but Thrones is out of mana. I think we're going to see the Essence Reaver build here, I would assume. Just to be able to have the infinite mana glitch. And Captain Didi gonna miss his third W in a row. It's a bit unfortunate, but the lethal tempo here on the Sivir is really gonna help her just duel people. Okay, we went Chain Vest early to be able to immune the Q damage. Okay, then the Tofo free gonna stop the dash, and now Johnny in a bit of trouble here, gonna get taken really low. Gotta be careful because Sante hits 6 first. He can easily tower dive you, and he gets a dash reset. No flash for either top laner, but here Batan gonna look to get something done. Oh, okay. Nice walk back here by Batan to not get caught up in the Natofo. Sorry, not to get caught up in the Pathmaker. But that means that Roxy is going to be able to start up this dragon. And a teleport was already used by Johnny, so he's going to lose a wave at least. That's dragon traded. That's dragon given over, and a wave crash topside. So far, first recall from the 80 carries on the side of Blossom is a double BF swords. So we are probably going the Essence Reaver route. Actually, no, I think we're not going Essence Reaver. I don't think Essence Reaver is what? It's a pickaxe, Caulfield's, Crit Cloak? Is it BF sword? I'm not too sure. We use the Scion ult to get back to lane. And now Stefano already back down to 60%. And good damage, half the turret played down. And we have Ornn MIA. It looks like we're trying to set up a play here in the mid lane, but things aren't going to be able to happen. It seems we are going the lethality route on Misfortunes. I wonder if we're going to go Hubris here for Rizun. Because the Collector is cool and all, but being able to get that extra AD will really help bridge the gap. Okay, Batan tries invading. Okay, Roxy gonna be able to get the chicken camp, and we're holding on to our ultimates here in the top lane. Not gonna commit to them yet. Aurora the Slayer not gonna land either. Okay, went plated steel caps first, so just to try and absorb as much damage as possible. I mean, Randuin's is gonna have so much value this game. For Cassante and Scion. It's level 8 now here for Staffa. Alright, and that's Roxy just doing the 1-2 punch combo here with the 3 Talon Strike. And the wind becomes lightning, able to ignore that spell shield
and uses a Crescent Charge to have the maximum amount of damage. A nice charge away here by Johnny to avoid getting all outed. Now Phrixus might be in a bit of trouble. The wall, sorry, the Unstoppable the Unbreakable are gonna eat up that MF ultimate. Unfortunately, when you have that cannon miss for Staffa is pretty big because that's like 15 HP for Sion. Okay, and we're chilling with about the same kind of items here. And now Rory is using up a lot of mana just trying to get some poke in and dashing out of third range. But we've got an almost 20 plus, we have an almost 20 plus CS lead here in the bot lane, mirrored almost top lane by Rory. And Staffa takes the blast cone here. Zabby might be in trouble, still has access to his flash. The teleport gonna be invested. And now Johnny's here with his teleport, but the Ornn ultimate is gonna miss. And now Phrixus might be in a bit of danger. Roxy is gonna intercept Thrones from being able to make it. And Johnny gets a kill here onto Bizun, but that's a double kill for the Scion. And we're really just going to town. Though Captain Didi is gonna get killed, and the Sivir has a chance to do the funniest thing ever. Oh, okay, Stefano with a triple kill here. And now Johnny versus Stefano. And yeah, that's Johnny picking up 3 kills. Stefano picking up 3 kills. So, I mean, overall, now the tanks are chunkier. But Cassante is going to be pretty happy that he got some solo laning time. That is a Sunfire Cave though finished here for Ornn already. We got the Yuntals. Sunfire for Sion, Iceborne for Cassante. So Cassante has a lot of kill pressure now actually with this item, just because of the slows and how his passive works when he is in the all out. And it looks like we want to start this dragon. So Roxy here has already also taken 2 grubs. So this will be oh, please, spectator, don't die. Come on, spectator. Alright, okay. So it hasn't died on us completely. Okay, so now Batan here to challenge. We have Daisy coming up in about 10 seconds if they can hold. Stefano here looking to play interference. The teleport channeling from Rory, and it looks like it's just going to be an objective given up here on that side. And we are going AP Xin Zhao here for the side of Roxy. I mean, it makes sense. AP Xin Zhao is just ridiculously hard to kill. He loses a lot of his tankiness. He just gains a lot of sustain. Steffa is going to take a lot of damage while absorbing the wave, but because now he has the Sunfire and Bladed Steel Caps, once he gets that Armored Advance and a Randuin's, yeah, Sivir's damage is basically going to be non-existent. Johnny going to be pushing his way to a couple of plates, trying to make up that gold gap. Yeah, Sivir without the Tsukiyomi build isn't going to be able to have the infinite cooldowns needed to turbo purge the wave every time. But right now, the one suffering here on the side of the one suffering here for high 7 is Bizun. He is going Cubers, so I do like that adaptation over Collector, because Collector into Ornn, Ivern does nothing, to be fair. Okay, not proccing the demolish here is interesting. That might have been an extra plate. Oh, he cannon miss here for Rory. Okay, and it's just top laners just smacking each other. Batan here gonna be in a bit of trouble. Forced to flash out. Okay, Captain DD gonna be taken pretty low here. Root color not gonna land. The on the hunt has been forced. Now Batan gonna take a turret shot. Okay, well, Rory Mercury gets another solo kill here on the Ornn. Didn't manage to do it in the all out, but I mean, hey, flash for flash once again. And as predicted, right now we have 2 plated steel caps. We're gonna soon have 3 plated steel caps. Captain DD might be in danger here, forced to flash. But Frix is not able to finish the job here, and now Batan stuck between a rock and a hard place. And that's just Stefanoa picking up a 4th kill here. Johnny gonna try and come through. The stun here onto both Bizun and Roxy, but I mean, this is AP Zinzao. Remember, if you let him get his third strike in, he really goes to town. And now Staffa can just look at Thrones. Gonna hit that honey fruit on the way back and heal back up to 60%. And I mean, he's got the anti-heal. There's no armor pen right now on the enemy team, so and he doesn't have to build any magic resist this game. He can just build pure armor. Now Thrones is taking a good amount of damage. Also, Rory able to just get the a first turn blood. Thrones here forced to flash away, which is huge. And that's another 2,000 gold here for the Scion. So if Silver recalls, she might lose this turret. A redemption going to be used to heal up Thrones. A decent amount. The heal and shield on Ivern should never be underestimated. There's fantastic amounts of healing. And it looks like we're going... I don't know, is this like Leandri's Riftmaker? Not gonna lie, I'm not sure what AP Zinzao builds. It's been forever since I've seen AP Zinzao. But I assume you go like Nashor's, Leandri's and stuff. Yeah. No need for magic resist. Build that armor advance here finished for Stefanoa, so he's going to truly be annoying. We went Last Whisper, second item here, second component here for Thrones, because he realizes, well, you got to build that armor pen early, because if you don't, you're never touching this front line, and this front line is huge. Plus, MF isn't the carry here, and that's Rift Herald here for Roxy. And we're trying to make some plays here. Daisy gonna be summoned out. The Unbreakable gonna be used, and we're getting that turret in the mid lane. And now we're gonna use the Herald as a bombshell and knock up, and that's Batan gonna be going down. Frix is also gonna be in danger here, and that's a double kill here for Bizun. Some stacks already building up. And yeah, Roxy doesn't need any help taking a dragon. Rory's gonna go back top lane to make sure. And now Zavi is gonna be able to get away. Okay, at least we're gonna stop the Herald from oh, okay, but that's enough movement speed for Thrones to get out of the way. Stefanoa is going to be able to absorb a lot of damage. Now Staffa, Bizun getting low on mana. I think Staffa is just gonna go split push bot lane. And here we are once again. Now Randuin's gonna be coming in real fast here for Rory. Realizes that, well, crits are the only way to kill this team. And now Roxy getting ready. We got the Ornn ultimates channeled. Oh, okay, we got the stun here on Captain DD and to Roxy. But Staffa looking to get some interruptions going, but we don't really have much damage that we're firing back. The Braum, there's a misfortune going to be used, but unfortunately it's not going to find anyone. And that's Phrixus who's going to go down. Sivir takes a turret in exchange, but... And Johnny's going to try, but Roxy's so sustainy. And now it's Sivir versus the world. And yeah, that's gonna be mid-inner and a team fight win. Plus maybe mid-inhib turret. Yeah, okay, mid-inhib turret also taken out of the equation. So that's the Liandry's here for Xin Zhao. I wouldn't be surprised to see 4 armored advances this game. We already have 3 plated steel caps and 1 armored advance. And Roxy here can probably solo Otacon. Just saying, as the percentage health damage from the Liandry's and just insane sustain. Otacon does a lot of damage, but AP's and Zhao's healing is pretty damn stupid. Rory has the money to finish the item here. But Staffa is just gonna use the unstoppable force to get in here. We're gonna stun the Scion up. The Sivir's doing as much damage as she can, but Roxy is just so tanky in that bot lane. It doesn't matter. We isolate the Braum away here, forcing Johnny to teleport back. But now Staffa and Rory might be in a little bit of danger here. Staffa might be going down. Gotta be careful. We get a grand entrance. And our Captain DD Thrones just does so much damage. He's gonna get shut down though by Misfortune, but not before he's able to take some funny monies. Yeah, Johnny and Batan, they're going to be doing this for a while, but at least they are able to secure it. Durando and Zoman finish here for Cassandre Armored Advance pickup for both Roxy and Rory now. And Rakan also going to be in range to pick up that Armor Advance. I would say still 6,000 HP on the Otacon, 4,000 on the Otacon, and we got Cassante, who doesn't have an ultimate, but now Phrixus used his his jump and was forced to use his Buster Shot. Misfortune is pretty fast here, so now with the tag, is it gonna be enough? It looks like the reinforcements are gonna be enough to dissuade trying to run him down. Okay, but now it's a 3v5 in the jungle and they don't know about it. A nice engage here by Captain DD. We're just gonna tag Batan and find people. And unfortunately, even their jungle's not safe. And now Johnny's in trouble. No flash. And yeah, there's no magic resist here for Johnny. Not really. And he's not going to be able to survive the Xin Zhao burn damage. And it's just too many meatheads, too much grasping. But we've got the first ornament upgraded. It's the Sunfire Cape has been upgraded here because Johnny is level 13. And now we are looking to get a few more upgrades in, but Rory should be able to get another turret soon. However, with that Randuin's and that armored advance, you got nothing to fear really. And once Stefanoa also builds it, okay. And a flash auto attack here is gonna be enough. Thrones here gets slowed down by the roar of the Slayer. He gets rooted up. Stefanoa gets rooted up, but it's not enough. And Bizun here, unstoppable. 39 AD on that Hubris. It's basically, it's giving Bizun almost like half an infinity, like 2/3 of an infinity edge at this point. And with the Serpent's Fang, no shields allowed. And oh, it's Infernal Soul already for the side of high 7. So now the chances are getting slimmer and slimmer by the minute for the side of Blossom to be able to take this game too. Batan is going to be able to at least to claim the camp because, well, I mean, Zion doesn't really do much damage to monsters. And, yep. So unfortunately, there's just not enough damage. And Phrixus, he had a fantastic game on the Yunara last game. And this game on the Tristana really is just NPCing it up. Not able to get any of the damage in. And it seems that Zavi, well, I mean, the strength of your support lies with the strength of your AD carry. And when your AD carry is not doing fantastic, ooh, okay, we're going to use the all-out to dodge the, the pain train. And now Zavi in a bit of trouble. Thrones gets charmed up as a nice double glacial fissure, but it's not going to be enough. Johnny tries to stun through the wall, but slows himself down, and that's just going to be the inhib. I mean, it's an 8,000 gold lead at 25 minutes. If Phrixus dies here, that could just be the end of the game. And now Johnny almost goes down. And yeah, that's just going to be game 2. It's going to be a decimating defeat here. Now we're trying to teleport to the wave. Sorry, to the turret, but it's going to get interrupted. And now we're just fighting in the spawn. Trying to get stuff done. Just doing as much damage as we can. Flashing out of flashing out of the fountain, and we're trying in the Tofu 3, gonna knock back Johnny and Zabi Fizz, and Thrones is here to do a decent amount of damage. But yeah, that's game 2 in the books. Hopefully we get ourselves a game 3, but this was a massacre once again by high 7. Alright, let's go to the super webcam as we do the screen transition for you guys. Baba booey. Beep. Baba booey. Beep. Alright, well, that's game 2 in the books. Now we're just waiting for game number 3. Alright, here we go. Blossom on red, I7 on blue for game number 3. Are we going to see any different bans? We saw this time the Blossom, when they were on blue for game 2, they banned Syndra instead of Sivir to pick the Sivir themselves. It didn't seem like it did. It did not do enough. We did not draft enough damage to get through that Chunky Monkey frontline. The Mundo going to be a consistent ban so far throughout the entirety of the series. Blossom going to keep the Wukong away from Roxy, and Syndra just going to be banned this time against Stephanoa. And yeah, okay, we're going to keep the same bans from game 2. The same bans from game 2. So let's see here what high 7 want to pick here. All right, it's gonna be Kaisa here for Bazoon. Interesting. I mean, there's a lot of picks available, but top laners don't seem to be super carry players, so I'm not expecting like Rumble or Gwen Agency. I mean, the Aurora has already been picked, so technically Gwen pretty safe top lane pick right now. There's not much that's fantastic into it. But I don't know if the Junai boy plays it. Okay, Batan gonna be going back on Skarn duty. Scar. See if that's gonna be enough. Reminder to all of you watching, we have the Eternals preseason tournament, the Eternals, I think, Academy preseason tournament tier list tomorrow, for those of you interested. Where me and Vince, Roxanne, Bruno, I'm gonna go over the applicants. High 7 does not need to participate in this tournament because they won the last season, so they get to skip that. I think the top 2 don't have to play. I'm not sure though. Okay, it's good. Key. Okay, Roxy, we get it. You flexing on people at this point. The Kiana jungle and the Galio could be a flex pick right now. I definitely don't think it's gonna go top lane into set. I think it goes top lane into set. I think Rory's just gonna pull his hair out, because that is not a fun matchup. You do no damage to the set. He presses W. You cannot dodge. It is super hard to dodge the Haymaker with Galio because your dash puts you into set, and the W cannot be interrupted once channeled. The only way to reduce the damage on the W is to break the shield, and Galio is not a shield breaker, he's a shield giver. Alright, Malphite and Lubu going to be banned away here in the second rotation. I'm assuming Melio going to be the next ban here from high 7, and we're probably just looking to ban yeah, well, Renekton's good into set. Yeah, I can see that. We had a weird counter pick in flex because my boy Azumi played Rel into set accidentally, and I told Azumi, alright, what you have to do is when he presses W, you press Q, and you win the matchup. And because Set will press W when he's low HP or when his bar is full, and the damage is based on the shield. So if there is no shield, well, there's no damage. And Izumi just like Goomba stomped this set, like just solo killing him over and over and over again. It was kind of crazy. Alright, the Yumi going to be banned away, so that means Melio is available to be picked, but Melio Kaisa is not really a good pairing. The Ryze, interesting to pick Ryze into Galio. Normally you pick Galio into Ryze, so I'm almost certain that this is Stephanoa's pick. Let's see what High 7 want to finish off the roster with. They need a support. And they need a top laner. Oh. Okay, that's a... Okay, I was gonna say Vladimir a bit of a rough matchup in the set because if you time the W and he grabs you with the E, an E that stuns, you're almost guaranteed to die. But I mean, you do have sustain. Okay, so Galio's support? No. Oh, this is Captain DD we're talking about, man. Dude has a fucked up ass champion pool. TF support? Ain't no way it's TF support. You pick TF. You pick TF to make it rain money. Okay, so it's Poppy support on the side of Blossom. What is this cook from the side of Blossom? I have no idea. Okay, so it's Gragas top. Okay, I mean Gragas top against Sad is actually not that bad. So Stefano is going to be playing Twisted Fate mid. Okay, so we're looking to farm the hell out of this Rise. Like just push the wave, build a gold lead, rotate, gank a lane, come back to lane, clear the wave, rotate again. So I mean with jungle attention, I think Kiana, Twisted Fate do better than Rise, Skarner. But I think topside wise, I think that if we play for Johnny this game, I think Johnny can build a significant lead. There's not much shield breakers available here. And although Gragas is a good like neutralizer, I think he's going to fall behind in CS because Johnny said is something to watch.
Alright. Are you guys ready for the final game of this Scrim series? Hopefully you are. Hopefully you enjoyed the cast. I know it's been a while since I've cast, so I know I'm pretty rusty and stuff. So, but hey, bear with me, because we've got a lot more consistent league content coming your way in terms of streams now that we're finally out of the off season. I was on my knees begging people for scrims and stuff, but everyone was on vacation, so there was literally nothing I could do in terms of like esports content, because there wasn't any. Alright, so what you gotta know about this Kiana jungle, it does a shit ton of damage. Blue Smite, Turbo OP busted, does insane movement speed, synergizes super well with Kiana. Sorry, I was zoomed in on Kai'Sa's ass. Can you blame me? Nah, you can't. Because Kai'Sa's booty is like god tier. Pas vrai, tu es fan de la graine. Bah, of course you fan de la graine, bro. I'm a league partner of High 7. And that's first blood to Zevi Fizz, who's having probably one of the worst scrims I've seen him have ever. I'm a huge fan of Vince, bro. The dude's my co-host on our podcast. And honestly, he's been playing like a damn Giga Chad lately. So, if you talk bad about La Graine, I mean, either you're a better jungler than he is, or you're just jealous of what he does. Fais ta tier list, it's on dimanche. Pourquoi dimanche? It's the pre-season tournament tier list. We're gonna do an Eternals tournament tier list afterwards once we have the results. Because that's where we'll be roasting people. Le vote sera disponible pour tout le monde. We just want to get it out of the way just so I don't impact their practices. Okay, Captain Didi gonna take a decent amount of damage here. Level 1 Poppy, not the strongest champion. Yeah. C'est pour la Calif Academy. Je sais pas si côté tournoi Prestige il va y en avoir un. But if there is one, then we'll do one for Prestige as well. But the thing is, I don't really know much of the Prestige people. Like, I know Carciac and Spy and stuff, but I don't know many people in the Prestige. So what Twisted Fate is looking to do here is honestly just farm money. Get to the point where you can clear the wave with one Q red card, and then just TF prints money. So the more money he prints, it's kind of like Gangplank. You know, you think you have a gold lead because you have like a kill on him or something, or you're up a bit of CS, but every time he kills a minion, he gets money. So, oh, okay. Oh, Frixis gonna use the zippity zappity to get out of the way. Alright, Roxy gonna get invaded here by, here's Johnny. And now we got Stefano with a gold card, gonna be able to find him. Does damage here onto Johnny, okay. Ooh. And now the Rise has already flashed, but Johnny might be in a bit of trouble. And now Thrones stuck too. Okay, Thrones, revenge kills, and that's 2 kills over to the Gragas in exchange. So feats of war already done super fast. So essentially, Monkey, we're gonna be casting the games on Sunday. We're going to be trying to cast 4 different matches for the pour la Calif. Alright, we got Batan here who's going to get taunted out of her Ishtal Impact. And that means that Bizun is going to be able to live. No summoners expended bot lane. So yeah, we're going to try and cast... well, I'm casting DH, and whoever else wants to be casted can be casted. But I'm casting at least 1 DH, regular DH game. And then I have... I think it's like 4 rounds or whatever, so I'll have three other matches that I can cast for whoever
wants to get casted. I'll try and cast as many people as I can, but I just hope, honestly, I just hope the tournament for like the regular season, not like every match is played on Sunday. I would love to give Eternals coverage. Alright, yeah, Mercury is out of mana, and that's a problem about early game Gragas, is you chug a lot of mana, and when you're well, you're kind of useless. Captain Didi gonna have his recall interrupted, and now Mercury gonna get pushed back. There's already no flash, the body slam has been used, the face breaker used to push back, and that is a shutdown taken by Batan. Now Throne's gonna get stunned up in the return fight, and Stefanoa gonna dodge out the runic pulse. And now Xavi Fizz in danger des. Gonna be sent to the Shadow Realm. Flash ignites. Ignite invested. Fortunately, the flash was not used. Kaisa used the flash to secure the kill. Looking at the money, I see that Stefanoa, even with Swifties, is almost on parity with this rise. So the gold lead's only gonna get worse. I see 14 plus 1, so that's 1, and then that other minion before he got 6 gold, so it adds up. The gold adds up pretty quick. Okay, we're going Rod of Ages here. Roxy gonna be able to take the dragon. And Phrixus able to take a shutdown here on Kaisa. A teleport has exchanged teleport to Ghost. Okay, what is Stefanoa buying? I'm picking up some AP. Gotta pick up a little bit of damage. It's not going to be a Roa build game. It looks like it's not a Roa angle for either mid laners. This is going to be a Roa here for Mercury. It makes the most sense on Gragas and or Rise. On TF, to be fair, it doesn't really make much sense. Are we going AP component here on the Gallios? Are we going Shirelias? We're looking to make Battle Galio work? Gotta be very squishy though. The front line though this game. Ooh, Bizun gonna be forced to use his barrier, but that is a nice trade. And they get both sums out of Phrixus. And yeah. I'd be pretty happy if I'm high 7 here. 7-0 forced to use the flash here in the mid lane as Batan ganked with another Ishtal impact. So far, Mercury's having a decent bit of fun. Has enough sustain. The Realm Orb here coming out by Thrones. And he's trying. And it's going to be enough. A nice Realm Orb to get a kill. Bizun greeted for a third plate and paid for it. And now that's the Impale coming out onto Stefanoa. But the Galio multi-man taunt is gonna be huge. Okay. Oof. The Thrones is just going to town. Oh. Oh, okay. Captain Didi almost able to win that trade. And now Rise out of mana, unfortunately. Okay, teleport invested by the Stefanoa here. We've got the Yomu's Ghostblade already finished for Kiana. TP ult, gonna be enough. A lightning crash, and Bizun just realizing that he's dead, and that's Fix is picking up another kill. And 7-0 able to pick up a plate though, which is nice. The Ishtal impact. Gonna throw him into the wall. And yeah, Greg is just able to get away from the set even after the ultimate. And this Gragas is really hard to kill. And with the phase rush, hit free abilities or attacks, and you just honestly you're just chilling. There's no one able to threaten you, no one able to get on you. And once he's got his Rod of Ages, that'll be perfectly fine. So it looks like we're gonna trade the grubs over. So it's gonna be the dragon for grub standard trade. You got one objective, then you give up the other, and it's fine. And Bizun here gonna be looking to get a third plate, which even though Zeri has a couple of kills, Bizun's not underfed either. So Bizun able to get a decent amount of money. Oh, Thrones might be in a bit of danger. And now Patan here to save her mid laner. Captain DD here forced to flash away. Now Roxy gonna take a turret shot here, but because Captain DD has spent so much time mid lane, means Bizun is going to lose quite a few players, and that is triple grubs for Blossom. So that means 2 Void Mites are going to spawn when 2 people are there, and it's a good way to do a decent amount of damage. If Thrones wants to take a recall. And now Frixus wants to get back to lane. Okay, that's a lot of damage here. Okay, Roxy's gonna get a nice stun with the Supreme Display of Talent. But we've got a Realm Warp here from the Rise. And now Bizun here forced to flash over the wall to be able to get away. But Dan lives on a shred of HP, but... And now we have the... we have Staff and Noah just using the Destiny to find... Ooh, okay, ouch. That's gonna hurt a bit. Unfortunately, Stavanoa doesn't really have enough damage to get stuff done. And yeah, we're gonna go back to Bango Chilango. Rory just gonna use the phase rush to be able to get in and out of turret range. It looks like it is going to be the Roa here for Rise. I mean, it does make sense on the Rise. TF is going to build, I don't know. I'm not too sure what TF's going to build. Probably Luden's Companion? That's a lot of damage on the poor Zavi Fizz, who has not had much of a fun game here. And even though Rise is 4-1, because TF is TF, he's even in gold. The real scary carry angle is that the Roxy here on Kiana is going to do so much damage compared to TF. So the TF isn't what you have to be worried about. TF is just, he's a stun bot. Okay, I mean, Johnny's getting some good damage in, but Frix is here. Oh, the ultimate, the Kaisa ultimate gets cancelled by Poppy. The hero presence gonna be enough. And yeah, Roxy gonna be able to get an easy double kill and get out here. Is Thrones gonna find Roxanne? Yeah. The flash though invested by Thrones. So, but that is another double kill over to this Kiana. Now Mercury in a bit of danger. I'm gonna use Exploding Cash just to be able to get away. Guarantee the safety. First turret goes over again to the side of high 7. So that means, once again, feats of warfare going to be completed. Look at all the money that Stefano is farming. That's crazy. Boat goes minted. Oh, the ignite, but the heal comes through, and it's gonna be enough to. Now the Ishtal impact. Batan's looking to fight back, and how we run back away. But the Destiny was interrupted, so that is a pretty big cooldown. Captain Didi might be in a bit of trouble here. Heartsteel finish for Batan. She has 1 stack so far. We got the rocket belt for Rory before the Roa. I don't know. Will we actually finish the Roa, or do you just go? I think you have to, because Gragas uses up way too much mana. And that's Johnny managing to finally kill this Gragas. And he's happy about that. Alright. Okay. Okay, we get a nice stun onto Zavi Fizz. Number 10 stuck in the pit here. The flash here. The flash here onto Zavi Fizz, but the Supreme Display of Talent gonna be able to find Johnny on the wall. And that's another double kill. Stefano also just gonna be able to stun up Phrixus so that he can just walk away from the aggression. Bot lane, outer taken by Rise and Phrixus. That is gonna be the third Herald of this series. Taken by I7. I7, even though Dars isn't there, they still look in shape. So far, out of the 2 scrims they've done, things just you know, it just kind of looks clean. And Steph and Noah, let's check back in on the gold. Still, even though the Rise is 5-1 and is a wave up, Steph and Noah still only 100 or 200 gold behind. That is the power of the money fruit that Twisted Fate has eaten. Oh, okay. The gold card is going to time out, so Phrixus is going to be able to live. We have the Shirelias here for Angalio. We got 2 items now on Kiana and Kaisa, so we're looking happy about that. Rise already stacking the rod. He is at the 2 item point, so he is pretty happy about that. Oh, let's see. We're going to use the Herald to get that mid turret. So that's more money in our pockets. Okay, the Herald is going to be smited away. Bruno's going to be taken into custody. And while, I mean, Kiana is very squishy. So if you CC her and you do damage to her, odds are you can kill her. Ooh, okay, the Hero Presence. Make sure that Zavi can live that, though. He was forced to use his actual flash. And that's going to be Chemtech Drake. The stacking is stopped here. And it's going to be going over to Blossom if they can secure it. And they're trying to right now. We're pivoting back into the top lane to watch TF and Set just fight it out. And yeah. That's going to be a Chemtech Drake here for Blossom. Honestly, on this Blossom squad with the Poppy, the Rise, the Archangels, the Skarner, and the Set. It's actually fantastic. There aren't really any good shields. I mean, there's Captain DD, but he's not building any magic resist, so his Shield of Duran doesn't have its best scaler, and also to support Galio, so we're not expecting full build Galio this game. It's not like when he was Senna. And now Thrones in a bit of trouble, able to flash over the wall, has the realm warp, and oof, wow, able to break their ankles, even forcing the Destiny out, but the Destiny's just going to be used to get back to the mid lane. So yeah, that was a lot of cooldowns used. That was Gragas, Kaisa, and Twisted Fate ulti. And now Set is going to start doing Set things and start the split pushing journey. You've got the Lich Bane now working towards his rapid fire cannon to have that extended gold card. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, okay, we get the support out of there, but unfortunately that means not much. Okay, popping the Shrelias to get into range. Try and get in the way. Johnny does get an inner turret for the Otacon, but we trade Batan and Zabi Fizz for it. So Johnny is making some moolah money. It is at a pretty big financial cost. And we almost have our item. I think Johnny's just waiting for like 20 gold to get his, I want to say it's an Overlord. Yeah, that's an Overlord's Bloodmail. Now, 2 items across the board here for the members of High 7. And Nautilus, the second item will come in due time. But we're at the 2 item mark for pretty much everyone. And Batan, about 400 gold off her second item. So, a little bit of a jungle gold diff. Oh, valid. Okay, 2k gold diff from the Kiana over the Skarner. But I mean, it's expected. It's the carry jungle versus the tank jungle. It's kind of like the you know, when you play against Lily or Nidalee and they're up a few thousand gold. I mean, it's normal. They're the kill absorbers. And Roxy's been part of 12 of the 15 kills so far this game. Okay, Rory trying to get away, uses your explosive cast to throw Thrones into the wall. It's not going to stop. A nice taunt though here, but the killer instinct are coming over. Zeri's getting excited, and now we're going to find Bizun. And now we have to run for the hills. Stefan Noah is here, and ooh, okay, Roxy not able to finish off Zabi Fizz here. And now we get the slow, but Rory with the Bomba in the back line. And now it's just Johnny that's left. A triple kill for Gragas. Beautiful flash to interrupt and find Phrixus and Zabi at the same time. There's Gragas making moves. A late Roa, so I don't know how much usefulness that's going to be, but hey, I mean, to be fair, is doing pretty damn good. Okay, the stun not going to work out here against... Ooh, okay, Stefanoa taking a decent amount of damage, but now Johnny in a bit of trouble. This TF starting to dish out a decent amount of damage. And Roxanne looking for Phrixus here. Not going to be able to find it. Alright, we're gonna be fighting for this crab. It is Kentech Dragon. It has spawn. Would be soul point here for high 7 if they manage to get it. Okay, they do not. Roxy doesn't manage to get the spine. It's gonna be taken down by Batan, but Zabi Fizz is gonna be melted in the process. Bizun gets Skarner ulted, but manages to use the impact of the wall. The realm. The realm walk over the realm warp over the wall to be able to find, but Frix is gonna be going down here to Captain DD, And, ooh, okay. And Thrones here, he's got his spike. We gotta be careful. Oh, but Rory able to find the kill, and Staffa able to assassinate, Thrones. Sorry, Batan. I mean, Zed doesn't have flash, but has his ult. And now, yeah, Captain DD able to get away. Ooh, okay, we managed to trade Captain DD, but now Stefanoa here, gonna be traded to flash onto him. And now Roxy's gonna start up the dragon, but Zeri and Bizun are on their way to the dragon pit. And we'll see what happens. Aurelia is worth the 3 item mark now. Teleport here coming in for Thrones into the bot lane. And Zabi Fizz is here, looking to try and run some interruptions. And now Rory has to be a little bit careful. It's going to get taken down. Roxy able to take Soul Point here. And Thrones wins the 1v1 against Gragas. Has the death cap. And now it's starting to have a bit of gold deficit against the Twisted Fate. But I mean, it's Twisted Fate. But this death cap 3 item rise has scaled. Does a lot of damage. And if he's let, the only problem is this Baron damage isn't fantastic. Plus there's the Destiny. The Twisted Fate is going to be coming. And now, if your jungler dies here, you can't take Baron. Okay, Captain DD unfortunately gonna jump into... Oof. Thrones with that damage. 1 WQ is enough to just melt Bizun from full to from 70% to 0. And now we're able to disrupt. And Roxy is very squishy. So... Okay, well, I mean, this Poppy is hella squishy too. Has no MR, so basically taking true damage from the mages. Here we go. Now we're just gonna be A-ramming some more. Probably gonna be working on some Zonias for a few parties, because you kind of need to be able to survive. Because these brawls, they're hot and heavy. We almost have the Hull Breaker or the Sterix here. What? Wow, what is that, bro? What is that damage? Okay, Johnny in a bit of trouble now, gonna get taken down by Captain DD. And Phrixus looks to survive, but Batan gonna get womboed into the combo. And there's just nothing that she can do to get in, to get out of the situation. But yeah, but Thrones does so much damage on this Rise. It's crazy. Level 18 on this Rise right now. First level 18 in the game. And at 50%. Okay, the Destiny coming in. We're trying to find the Thrones. And we're gonna find Phrixus. Oh, okay. We got the Poppy ulti over the Poppy stun over the wall to make sure that Stefanoa isn't able to move. Ooh, Thrones taking the barely any HP. And Johnny gonna be body blocking, making sure that the skill shot does not kill his mid laner. And that's a Zonius completed now for Rise, who's picked up a decent amount of money, now building up a gold lead. With gold in this mid lane doesn't really matter anymore. The Rise is fully scaled. And I wonder what his last item is gonna be. because he does so much damage. It's kind of scary. We've got Chemtech Dragon here in about a minute. And here we are, we're going back to A-ramming, trying to set up some traps. Yeah, Rory looking for a flank angle, but I think Rory passed over a ward. No, there was no red vision.
Close.
Okay, now Rory might be in a bit of trouble. Okay, that is Rory's flash and ulti. But it means that Baron's gonna go over because the jungler was spotted bot lane, and there's no real way to stop it. Okay, that is Baron, the first Baron of this game, going over to high 7. Gold is about even. This is the closest that Blossom have been able to keep the series. And now Rory gonna be taking a decent chunk, but he's gonna find thrones. And yeah, Chemtech Dragon just goes over to Blossom. That's 2 Chemtech Dragons. So, oh, Rise is probably in a bit of trouble. Oh, Throne's gonna live on like 5 HP, and now Phrixus does an insane amount of damage. Okay, Johnny gonna be able to get a kill here. Now Rory looking to be avenged, but Rory does so much damage here. But it's not enough to find Phrixus. Phrixus able to find another kill here. And now it's just Stefanoa up. Able to clear the waves, but unfortunately Teamfight didn't really go the way High 7 wanted it to. The Zonia's was so perfect, and the fact that Thrones lived off that explosive cask meant that there was nothing left to kill the Rise, so he got to come back, teleport back in, and he's just happy. Roxy gonna try and find Johnny here, and be able to cancel that recall at least. And that should be the death cap here for Stefanoa. But no Zonia, so this TF is Glass Cannon. Okay, we've got the Destiny, but we're running away. We're gonna use the Destiny to try and catch up. Okay, Roxy, you're walking super fast every time they enter a brush or kill a minion, but that should be Roxy traded. So 1 for 0 right now. I did cost Stefanoa his flash. And yeah, this little fight. Zeri is 100% crit, so we're probably expecting the Bloodthirster or maybe even the Immortal Shield Bow with the potion to come in next. So we'll have to see. Okay, oh, it was the Verdant Barrier here. Able to find Thrones. Beautiful play by Rory. Once again, Rory having a really phenomenal game. And now Frix is getting caught out by a max range gold card. And Captain DD, 5-5 and 18 on this Galio. Man is on a rampage this game. It's Combat Galio. Has the upgraded Merc Treads, has the Hollow Radiance, Shirelias for Engage, and now building a Zonias. This man wants to tussle, hustle, and bustle. Fortunately, the Impale here wouldn't like this. There's no damage for follow-up. Set R coming up in about 3 seconds. To be available here. We're going to look for an angle here. We find a beautiful play. Stefanoa on the wall. Rory gonna get executed here, but the turret is gonna go down. And now Captain DD gonna be traded once again. A triple kill for Zavi Fizz. All right, man, we're just buffing out everyone's KDA this game. That's kind of crazy. And that's is that the end of the game? I mean, 30-second death timers, maybe. I don't know. The wave is kind of small, so we'll have to see. They have 20 seconds to end the game. It might be enough. The flash here from Thrones. But now there's no minion wave for that last turret. But they have the grubs. It's enough. And yeah, okay. Well, High 7 going to be handed their first defeats in scrims that I've been able to record. And Blossom with a fantastic comeback. Heavily fought. Blood soaking through their teeth as they did them trades. So that's going to be the end of our scrim block. 2-1 in favor of High 7. But Blossom gave us a hell of fun game 3 to watch. So thank you guys for watching. As always, tomorrow we've got the preseason tier list for Eternals Academy. And we'll be casting the Eternals Academy preseason tournament on Sunday. So look forward to that, ladies and gentlemen. Other than that, we'll also be doing the tier list for Eternals Academy after the tournament, but probably like a day or two after. So don't worry, we'll get the views in. Make sure you guys have all the VODs. The Fallen Sanctum on YouTube for any and all updates. And yeah, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.